Hello friends, my name is Radha Masood. Today we shall discuss about a topic project procurement management. Friend, today's topic is very interesting and very important with respect to project management, especially if you are a student of PMP and you are planning to give exam of project management in near future. So this is a very interesting topic and hope you would like this video. So let's start. First of all, I request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start, friend. Project procurement management. Basically, friend, this is a topic from the PMBOK guide, project management body of knowledge, and we have taken this topic from project management body of knowledge, PMBOK, and it's a knowledge area as per the definition of PMBOK guide. So basically, it's a very major knowledge area in PMBOK guide, project procurement management. Actually, what does it mean? Actually, in general sense, if we talk about not going into the detail, just a high level, procurement means that, friend, as a project manager, you have to procure many things. Many things means, for example, if you are implementing e-commerce solution, so you have to procure the hardware, software, different things you have to procure. Not only necessary the hardware, software. Like if you are dealing with construction projects, so you have to procure so many things from outside the country or within the country. So basically, in general terms, means that how will you manage all these things actually. Okay, so this is the high level concept of a procurement. Now, in terms of specific to project procurement management, that not every project requires a procurement of outside subcontractors to speed up the project development or involve the specialties. However, if you feel the necessity to add extra workforce to the project, so you will need a set of clear steps on how to do it. It will minimize the possibility to exceed the budget or time limits. Basically, friend, normally sometimes it happens that normally we don't have to, generally we don't have to deal with the procurement. Many times that happens, but as a project manager, you must have to know that if you have to deal with the procurement, like you have to procure some hardware from outside the country, or you have to purchase some material for procurement for your project. So what are the steps, how will you plan it, how will you deal with it? So this is basically the concept here. Now, project procurement management. First of all, the project procurement management planning helps to define the project needs and sets the parameter for hiring extra specialists. So basically, first of all, it tells you that as a project manager, you must have to deal that what are the needs of your project. For example, say take the same example, if you are implementing e-commerce solutions, so you must have to know that what is the requirement of your project, like what type of hardware you need, what type of software you need, what will be the specification of the hardware, because we all knows that whatever the hardware you are purchasing, so it basically with respect to specification, obviously the cost will definitely change tremendously. So first thing is the planning. Actually, planning means that you must have to know that what is the requirement of your project of procurement, either hardware, software, any construction material, whatever the thing. So then how will you do it and what you will do it actually. So all these things have to be defined in the management planning, procurement management planning. Then procurement conducting, it involves the process of searching and hiring an employee or an outsourcing the company. This also defines under what condition you outsource part of your work. Basically, conducting means, friend, for example, you have planned that, for example, you need 2 hardware servers for your e-commerce solution, let's suppose. So who will provide you the servers? Like you have to search for a vendor, obviously, that who will provide you. Either you have to purchase within the country, either from outside the country. So whatever the scenario, you must have to, first of all, you have to plan it. Then you have to arrange the vendor who will provide you the servers, actually hardware, etc., all the material. So what will the criteria of the searching of the vendor, how will you select that vendor who will provide you the material, who will provide you the servers, and how will you outsource it basically. So all these types of things should be managed and properly handled in the procurement conducting process. Then procurement control. Procurement control means it implies management and monitoring of contracts and informing the parties in case of a project changes. So basically, this process of procurement control, that means, friend, whenever you have select the vendor, after selection of vendor, you have to make a contract with the with the contractor, with the vendor actually, who will be providing you the material or things which you need to procure. So the contract should be done with your organization and with the vendor, and the terms and conditions should be clearly defined and properly managed. And the controlling is also necessary. Controlling means that you must have to define. For example, you define that within 1 month, after signing the contract, within 1 month, the hardware will be provided to you, will be available in your premises. Okay, so vendor will be responsible to provide the hardware in your premises. Now it is the responsibility of the vendor that whatever the case, he must have to provide the hardware in your organization's premises. If he will not provide the hardware within 1 month, so you will apply the penalty on the vendor actually. So actually all those things should be properly defined and managed and controlled through the procurement control process. It is the responsibility as a project manager, this is your responsibility to control the procurement as well. You have to mention the required performance, required efficiency as well. For example, you must have to mention that the hardware and the software whatever you are purchasing, it must have these types of specification, these type of performance is required. If it is not as per the specification, if it is not as per the required performance, so you will return back the procured item, and vendor will be responsible to manage the handle or bear the cost as well of the loss. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks for watching the video. Thank you.